Hey, Tim Sykes here with just a little information for you this week. I'm kind of having a crazy week this week. I'm giving my TED Talk in just a few days in Sydney, Australia. If you are in Sydney, come on by. I'd love to meet you. I will post a link underneath this video. Also, my conference sold out literally in about 72 hours this year, which was insane. It's never done that before. We opened up 50 additional spots the other day. This was, I think, yesterday when we finally did this. I had to buy out the room that's next door. They were giving a conference, and frankly, a lot of people were really angry with me. A lot of my best students, because they didn't think that it would sell out so quickly, so they literally were not going to come. And I was like, no, I need my best students. I need you guys. I'm sorry that it sold out so quickly. So I literally just bought out this room that is next door, so we're going to basically annex that. It was just a smaller conference room. It had 50 seats. Actually, since I posted this about 24 hours ago, we have 30 seats left. So roughly 30 seats. It might even be less. I haven't even checked my email. I've been traveling all day. But roughly 30 seats left if you want to come to this conference that is happening, what, a month and like a week from now. Pretty crazy. September 16th through 18th in Orlando, Florida. I would love to meet you guys. I would love to trade live with you. There's roughly 30 seats left. By the time you watch this video, there might be none. So when you watch this video, if you're serious about coming, please do get it. I'm sorry to you guys who are procrastinators. Things are a little different than previous years. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I have more successful students, and because I'm doing interviews with them, because I'm literally traveling all over the world to go meet with my top students, sitting them down for 20, 30, 40 minutes at a time, people are beginning to see, oh, wait a minute, this is real. Here are just some examples of some videos that, frankly, are really kind of going viral. Here's my student Dux, nearly 400,000 views now in 4 months. Just a 22-year-old kid, but now he's turned roughly 27,000 into 900,000 plus. He's been in China the past few weeks, but he's going to come to Orlando. Also, Tim Grittani, who is my, definitely my top student. He's closing in on 5 million in profits. And then what I just announced, literally, 2 days ago now, Roland, where he's taken 4,000 and turned into 170,000 in 7 months. Please do watch this video. This took me a little while to get out, but there are so many great lessons included in it. It's not just about the money. If you do listen to this interview, how many of you guys watched it so far? Let's see. 20,000 of you have watched it. That's cool. If you guys watch it, and when you do watch it, focus on the lessons. Focus on the fact that that he's real and that it's possible, but also focus on what he's done right and what he's done wrong. A lot of people say, hey, what makes, Tim Grittani and Stephen Dux and people like Roland so successful? We're not trading new patterns, okay? All the patterns have been outlined and detailed for you guys. They're studying more. And this is actually one of the sentences and paragraphs on my TED Talk where I'm talking about my students and what makes the most successful students. They study more than non-successful students. They prepare more. So I know you don't want to hear it. I know, it's not fun to study more and to put in more time. And Roland, he trades from Phoenix, Arizona, so he wakes up at like 4 in the morning. West Coast is tough. And he prepares the night before. He's a new father, so he's got two beautiful babies. And, Tim Grittani puts in time the night before. Stephen Dux is always thinking about stocks. You can't go into this game wanting ridiculous returns like this and not be willing to put in the work. The night before, on weekends, staying in, when your friends are going out. This is the secret to our success. And it's the same thing with me. When I first turned my 12,000 into nearly 2 million in high school, in college, you can interview 50 plus of my friends. Every single one of them will tell you that I was a dick and I would miss out on, birthday parties. I would miss out on, just like little group dinners. I would miss class. I took night classes. I missed my college graduation in order to trade. So I know you guys don't want to hear it, but if you truly want success, this is what you have to do. Okay. You got to do this. And It's not necessarily going to happen overnight. I have these pop-ups on my website. It's like, would you like to make an extra $1,000? That is the secret to my success. Breaking it down. If you've seen my How to Make Millions DVD, by the way, Roland, the top two DVDs that he's seen is my How to Make Millions DVD and Tim Grittani's Trading Tickers. And then he also mentioned a third DVD called Learn to Read SEC Filings, which nobody wants to watch because, SEC filings are boring. But if you break this down, obviously everybody wants to turn 4,000 into 170,000, whether it's 7 months or, even in 7 years. I mean, most people in the stock market, most people in finance, if you can turn 4,000 into like 6,000 in 7 months and you make 50% on your money, that's considered amazing. So we're redefining what is amazing. And, maybe when I did it, people thought, oh, he just got lucky. Maybe when Tim Grittani did it, oh, maybe he just got lucky. Maybe when more and more examples, it's getting tougher and tougher for my haters and doubters to say this is just luck. Because it's trade after trade after trade. They're alerting them in real time. If you're in the Trading Challenge chat room, you know that you're seeing Roland and Dux and Grittani and Mark Crook. Mark Crook has now made close to $750,000. So the more examples that we have, guess what? You're starting to see that it's real. And that's why, I'm sorry for some of you guys who be like, oh, Tim, like this never happens. You come to a point in your business, or at least I have, where, the doubt kind of starts to change and people start to say, wait a minute, it's not just like one or two people anymore. And as more and more people, especially more and more real people, there's a lot of people on the internet who claim to have created millionaires and they claim this. And then you see like their testimonials and it's like, RG says this. And then they have like one screenshot. Like it's not real. If you come to Orlando, you will see Stephen Dux. You will meet him. You will meet Tim Grittani. You will meet Roland. You'll talk with them. And they show every single trade. So there's a big difference between being real and not being real. And there's a big difference if you want to learn how to grow your account exponentially like this into 6 or 7 figures in a few months or years. It's not a given. It's not easy. I can't guarantee you profits. All I can do is guarantee you that I'll teach you everything that I know. And, whether I'm traveling for a TED Talk or whether I'm trading, part-time, I have part-time students too. So don't feel like if you can't be truly dedicated, then you shouldn't do this at all. You choose your level of commitment. You choose your level of dedication. But I will tell you, I don't care if you're working, if you're in school, you can study at night, you can study on weekends, you can always make time for this if you have your priorities in order. And a lot of you guys just don't have your priorities in order. You're like, oh, I have no time for this. If you say that, if you, pretend that you have no time, first of all, we all have an extra spare 20, 30 minutes a day or an hour a day if you really focus on education and want to study. But I can't change your priorities. I can't change your attitudes. All I can do is try to show you example after example after example of what's working. And when you watch Roland's latest video, or if you watch Tim Grittani's video, I mean, this was over an hour-long interview, and he's adapting year over year. It's nice to say 1,500 into 4 million. Guess what? He's been adapting. He's had big losses. He's had big gains. Trading different sectors, different patterns. Stephen Dux, he's only been trading for like a little over a year now, but he focuses in on the patterns that he knows best. Roland, focuses on the patterns that he knows best. He's actually starting to learn short selling now. So you can never be fully satisfied with just one pattern. You always have to be adapting. So it's nice to have these headline numbers, but don't confuse it in thinking like it's just one pattern or one strategy that's going to last forever. All of these guys have the right attitude and they adapt from whatever hot stock to hot sector to hot pattern exists in the market, long or short. And that's how you get these gains added up over time. So I want to be very crystal clear on this. I'm getting way too many questions, so I want to make a quick video. I got to go do my, sorry, there's live alerts going on right now. I got to go do my watch list, but I want to tell you, please watch this new Roland video. Watch it a few times. There's a lot of subtle lessons too that he talks about. And then also, grab this spot on this conference. If you want to come to Orlando, it's going to be sold out probably in the next like 24 to 48 hours. we're not going to be able to have any additional spots because literally I just bought the conference room next door. I pushed out a group. It's actually kind of funny that I did this, but there's smaller groups and still going to be a very intimate conference. Um, roughly 850 people now. That's it. That's the biggest that this hotel can have. And I'm excited. This is our 10th annual conference, so I want to give you the shot. But if you're a procrastinator, if you can't come to Orlando, it's cool. I'm just saying that I think this is the single best live trading educational resource in the world, and I'm very proud to put it on. So I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow, but keep studying. Watch this Ducks video. Watch this Tim Grattani video. Now watch this Roland video. There's more videos, but preparation is key to your success. Thank you.